Okay, we are here. I almost said we are back again. This is our very first episode of the conversation around football. So the name of the show, it is EPL Global. Welcome guys, welcome. Let's do this together. We normally say football is played on the grounds, on the fields, but most of the time we know the action is happening outside because the fans, they are taking this thing to the next level, which is exciting. So with me, I have my beautiful peeps here. We're discussing all things football. Timer, let's talk about this. But first and foremost, introduce yourself and tell us about your love for football.
Thank you very much, Sianda. Hi, everyone. The name is Martin Gabela. I go by the name of Timer. That's how I've been known. When you talk about football, I can't remember when I started kicking the ball. That goes a long way. So I support Arsenal in the EPL, and locally, I'm a Buccaneer. I support So the love of sport, that's what I was introduced to at a very young early age. All I knew was kicking soccer. Though I did play a bit of tennis when I was in high school, but soccer has been their thing.
I should why call it as to what time tennis. Tennis.
Yeah, let me tell you, when it comes to tennis, though we are not focusing on tennis, I had a friend who loved tennis because don't think we're coming from the school where we were in the Model C. It was just pure black schools.
Okay.
It's nothing.
Okay.
But we were playing tennis. We will come from school and go to Edendale Hospital. At Edendale Hospital, there was a tennis court. That's where we used to play tennis. So he was very fond of tennis, and he was my friend. So I was helping him.
Okay.
And I ended up being able to play tennis.
Oh, okay. That's a nice way to be introduced into a sport. For to Tir. Yeah, for it. Your love for football. Tell us about yourself and your love for football.
Yeah, so my name is Malibongwe Mtanti. So my love for football, I think it started at an early age due to my dad supporting Orlando Pirates. So we used to watch those big matches where we are playing against Kaizer Chiefs, and that's where my love for football was instilled. So in the EPL, I support Tottenham, so I'm a rivalry to Arsenal. So my love for Tottenham, I think you remember those days where Tottenham and Manchester United used to come to South Africa to play a Vodacom Challenge, if I'm not mistaken.
Those were the days, huh?
Those were the days. And it used to be very interactive with the football lovers as well, because they used to do it for football lovers. So that's where I got to know the likes of Gareth Bale, Luka Modric, and so forth.
Luka Modric, when he was still playing right back, is it right back or left back?
No,
it was midfield.
No,
it was always mid.
It's Bale.
Oh, it's Bale. Okay, I'm mistaking Modric and Bale. Yeah.
Berbatov. So that's
strike.
The big names.
Yeah. So I've been a fan of Tottenham ever since. It's not about trophies, it's about the love of the team.
That's how you run away, Baba. That's how you run away, Baba. That's how you run away. I started the conversation with what I believe can be a controversial statement when I say football is played on the field. But nowadays, we can actually say the action is happening outside of the field, because fans are really taking this to the next level. As for example, we are not in the field right now, but we are discussing all things football. Would you guys agree to that statement?
Most definitely, because let me say this. Without controversy, soccer was not going to be soccer.
Yeah.
So fact is, we need a bit of controversy. That's number one. What then made people to love soccer that much? and pay their money going to the stadium. It's because of the passion. What creates the passion? You know, those discussions,
Yeah.
those debates
Yeah.
where no one wins them. If you win them, you win them for a short time,
Yeah.
because you'll be happy this week, the following day you
Next
cry.
week, eh?
So don't give up. That is why when it comes to Pirates, I'm a Buccaneer for life. When you come to Chiefs, Kaiser Chiefs forever. so those are the statements, because they make a big mark. So that's what makes soccer. Soccer is just like that.
Yo, sure. That's good.
Yeah, I think just to add to what Baba is saying, I think you can literally just watch highlights and discussion by the football aspects and still enjoy the game without you actually watching the actual match. Because I think right now, since we are very big on social media, people enjoy the interaction of people analyzing what was happening on the football field, because that's where the controversy comes in as well.
Yeah.
So I'm a very controversial person. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
One other thing that they always say is soccer is a game of opinions.
Yeah, true.
So fact of the matter is, your opinion will differ this week. Our opinion may be the same next week. That's what makes soccer to be what it is, because it's all about opinion.
All about opinion. It's crazy how you find someone who has never been on the field, who has never been on a stadium, but when you listen to them, when you talk football with them, it's like they've been attending matches, they've been following their team closely. While we're still talking about this, it always fascinates me how people love soccer, and most of those people, maybe some of them, they will never go to the field, but they still support football in a way that it's unbelievable. It's good.
I think one other element that I always bring to the attention of the people, it doesn't mean that because you've never kicked soccer, you can't support, you can't speak about soccer. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the opinion. Whether you have played soccer, whether you haven't played soccer, you'll always have an opinion.
Sure.
Fact again is, there are people who did not go far in terms of playing soccer. There are good coaches today.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
There are people who have went as far as being called the GOAT, the great of all. But they are not coaches. I always take a leaf from Upele from Brazil.
Yeah.
He was a good
Legendary player.
Legend. But all he said, I can't play, I can't coach. I was the greatest player, but you'll never find me coaching.
What does that say about Uchom? Uchom was the greatest player, but now he's coaching his own team, and things are not going that well. He's not getting promoted. When he's promoted, it doesn't even last the season. He goes down. So,
I think it also tells you that being like a good football player doesn't guarantee you like being a very good coach.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact that we need to agree on. And also, I think football also is just something, a component to build like a community as well. You see that when football is being played or is being discussed, then people get to forget about anything that happens in the community and just enjoy each other's company and chats and conversations.
Yeah. I also believe that football, changes lives. I mean, we look at how people, they get excited, whether it's on the stadiums, you see them even on TV, on the stands. If you are watching from the TV, on the stands, you see these people, they've sacrificed a lot to be on those stands just because of football, which is very good. So we have a couple of matches coming this week and next week as well, but there's one match in particular that I want us to talk about. But surely you guys know about it by now. Tottenham versus Chelsea. It's gonna go down. The London rivals.
Yeah.
One is a big team, and another is not so much of a big team, but it's there. No, I'm saying it's big in a sense that it's not me who's saying the world has recognized it because of its achievements.
Let me come in as a neutral.
Yeah.
Let me come in as a neutral between Chelsea and Tottenham. Let's remember, when it comes to derby, the form book is thrown out of the window. So whoever is on form, please, does not guarantee that particular person is going to win.
I feel like you are saying this to Tiras.
but
defend myself.
But the fact of the matter as it is now is, I'm seeing in Chelsea as a team that has been well formed. They are having good players, a bit balanced, because there are good players that are in there. When it comes to Tottenham, I'm still seeing it as a team that is still in the rebuilding process. So from my side, from my take, I'll go for Chelsea, then Tottenham. But
okay.
Fact is, anything can happen in the derby.
I think I will just say that the reason why you will go for Chelsea is because he supports Arsenal. Obviously, we will never agree with Tottenham Hotspur. But in terms of form, you cannot run away from form. Let's be honest. As much as it's a big game between rivalries, but it also gives us an indication where the team is.
Yeah.
And right now, I can tell you, Chelsea has so many injuries that are happening right now, and one of their big star, Cole Palmer, is injured. And you can attest to the fact that they haven't been performing to their best because of those injuries. And then, if you go to Tottenham Hotspur right now, we lost our star Son this season, but look at how we're performing. Yes, we've got a new coach that just started this season, but he's been doing very well. Building from, unfortunately, from a trophy that we won last season. We haven't won for the past 5 years, 6 years. So we are doing very well. I understand that last season as well, you won a trophy, Club World Cup.
We must mention it's a big trophy.
It's
you must put
not covered by media, but I will say
it's not covered by media.
On paper,
that's a controversial statement. It's not covered by media.
But if we're to look at the position of the Tottenham on the lock as it is now, because you have to look at how many games have you played, how many games have you won. So to me, as much as he's claiming they've won a cup, but question is, when it comes to a league, where are they in terms of their position? How is their form in terms of the matches that are being won?
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, the 3 points counts, and it's the 3 points that takes you to the top of the law. But where are they in relation to that? Because I don't want to throw in the case of Liverpool. Liverpool are the champs. But question is, where are Liverpool today? So which means their form and their and them being the champions of the previous year or season, when you look at their performances now, you begin to poke in too many areas. Defense, come to a midfield, and again their style of play. It's totally different. You know, in Liverpool in terms of the high press.
Yeah.
Today they are not longer playing the high press. So things are changing, and again with new players, things are changing. So they may not therefore be on the position where they're supposed to be. There are changes. Same as them. They've won the league. I mean the cup. But let's come to the league. Where are they?
I think we're doing very better on that. To be quite honest, I'm not defending my team. I'm in facts as well. Like if you look at last season, the way that we were doing very well in domestic cups, I think we were getting eliminated in your semis, quarterfinals, and in Europe as well. We did very well, won a trophy. But when it comes to the league, we were very terrible. I won't lie. We were one of the teams that were doing very bad, and that's why they suck our coach.
Coach, yep.
Yeah.
But if you get to compare our play from last season in the league and what we are doing right now, I think we've managed to balance. I think we're number 4 on the law.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, and last season we finished on number 6?
Number 6, because we are playing Champions League.
Yeah.
No, I think we're playing Champions League because of us winning the
Europa, yes.
I think we're like number 15, 14 around there.
You're far away, yes, you're far away.
But right now,
And
number 4.
Timer, you were saying this team is building.
The team is building, and because to me, they should not expect too much improvement, except for them to say, right from him, they were not in top 6.
Yeah.
Therefore,
So it's
the
good.
first step for them. They must not say we are going to win the league or get number 2 in the league. They must say
they're not gonna
we
win
want
the
to we want to qualify for the top 6. That's their first step.
Yeah. Shouldn't they be ambitious enough for them to say we're gunning for the first?
Ambition is there, it's good, but the reality is, have they purchased good players? Because league is a marathon, that's number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, they are playing in Champions League.
Yeah.
True.
So take these 2 factors.
Yeah.
Where do you see them in EPL? Because these 2 things, they might affect them because they haven't made what we call good purchases. They haven't made good purchases. That's a fact, because you know and understand in the league, in EPL, you have to make good purchases.
Yeah.
Let us look at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal, it's my team.
Yeah.
They've made good purchases.
There's no doubt.
Let's look at them.
Look at the passion when he talks about, when he speaks about Arsenal. So Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea. But let's talk about Arsenal. Look at Arsenal.
Let's look at Arsenal.
Yeah.
We've got Eze as a good player. So which means as it is now, no Odegaard, but they've got a replacement. Then you've got Chelsea. Thank you very much, guys. You gave us Umadwege. I don't know why you whether because you got Garnacho, but that guy is very good.
Yeah.
So which means on the right hand side, Saka, we've got a backup. Then you come to in midfield. We took away Upati. We brought in Martin Zepumedi.
Yeah.
That guy is very good. You come to the defense, we've got Christian Masquera. So you can begin to see that this is the team that is going to win the league this year.
Okay, yeah, it's a big statement. I'm not disputing the statement. Yeah, it's possible. Any team that is within, 1, 2, 3, 4, top 4 can win the league.
True.
But I'm still stuck with the statement, so Guti, someone is still building. I'm thinking, and you also introduced something about a team that wins a league needs to buy serious and quality players.
Yeah.
Now let's look at Liverpool. Liverpool spent so much money acquiring quality players. But it's not showing, it's not reflecting, based on where they are, on their results as well. What do you think is the problem here?
I think with Liverpool, it's I'm gonna circle back to Tottenham, but I think with Liverpool, I think the case is that the coach that they have, Slot, people were overrating him last season. I know it's a very debatable conversation, but they're overrating him simply because they forgot that he came into Liverpool when there was already a foundation.
Yes.
So there isn't anything much that he did, to be quite honest. I think when Klopp left, he was just at the peak of his breakthrough.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
you mean now Klopp to win the league?
Yeah.
So you're saying if Klopp had stayed a little bit, he was gonna win the league based on the foundation he has made. So the guy came in on someone's foundation.
Yeah, the guy came in on someone's foundation, and also there are other contributing factors to that as well. In his success last season, City was not doing well.
City was not doing well.
If City was doing well, we would have had a different conversation.
Okay. So there was no competition.
There was no competition. I'm gonna circle back to 2019. I think the points that they got in 2019 were higher than the points that they got last season. But in 2019, they did not win the league. City won the league.
Yeah.
Last season they got like points that are lower than 2019, but they won the league. So it tells you that if City is not performing very well, so that means other teams have
less competition.
They've got a chance. And also this season, Liverpool, I've been saying the same thing since the beginning of the season, that Liverpool is not really actually playing the good football. Because they've been winning on last minute. Like every time they've been winning on last minute, and it was going to be a balloon that was going to pop at some point.
Okay. But again, let us give Ancelotti the credit. One, when he came in, he did not dismantle things. He consolidated.
Okay, which was wise.
Which was good.
Because wise of him.
Other coaches, when they come in, they want to step their philosophy right from there, dismantling the structure that is there. Therefore, he kept the structure, and he said, "Let me consolidate." Therefore, by so doing, he was able to win the dressing room. He was able to win the supporters in terms of the momentum going forward. We are winning. Then come this year. You as a coach, you've been there. You want to stamp your own philosophy. Therefore, the next thing that you do, you begin to buy players. What happens therefore if you now have got new players that are coming in? So which means now you have to infuse your old players with the new players. Which means now you're destabilizing what you had. Number two, destabilizing the foundation laid by Klopp. Therefore, now it's crunch time. We want to see his own philosophy. Therefore, he has to blend in your new players with the new players, come up with your new philosophy. Therefore, let's see the results. It's going to depend in terms of were they a good buy or they were not a good buy.
Okay.
That's number one. Okay. Number two, they've lost Arnold.
Trent.
So which means now that begins to destabilize your defense. As much as your central defenders are there in terms of your Van Dijk and your Ukoyote, but on the right hand side they've introduced Bradley. So which means now you do have, and on the left hand side they've got this guy Ukekes. Which means now you've got these two guys, two guys that are playing as fullbacks. But then come to the front. They've brought in Isak. They brought in this guy Ekiteke. Now, the next thing that you have to do now is, I've got Ekiteke, I've got Isak up front. How am I going to play? Again, are they reaching form? More especially Isak. Is he taking the form from Newcastle to Liverpool? It's going to be a while up until they are able to play. Because I once saw their game against Manchester United. They were playing a bit different
than last season.
As I was saying, again, I was looking at that game against Brentford, playing a bit different. But we can come to tactics thereafter. But they are no longer that Liverpool that was playing high press. So that which means everything begins to be new to all the players. Therefore, it's going to take time to change.
I have another observation which you guys I might be a bit different to what you guys are saying. So I'm looking at this, I'm profiling the previous coach, which is Klopp, with the current coach. And I'm saying the previous coach didn't get as much budget to acquire players, to purchase players. But he used what he had. So that shows the standard of the coach. That is, in terms of profiling the two of them, is, he has the upper hand, Klopp. Then comes this guy. He is using what Klopp had to win the league. This season, things are different now. He's getting all the budget and he's getting all the big players, but he's underperforming. So I'm suspecting a low-profile coach getting a huge budget and world-class players, it's overwhelming him.
I wouldn't say so. Let's remember, as a coach, you come into the club, you start looking at the ages of the players. You start saying, I've got a plan for 3 years. Therefore, Sianda is at the age of 30 years. Am I still going to have Sianda for these 3 years that I'm building? Therefore, Sianda is out of my squad. Therefore, I start bringing in the new players. So meaning, one, I will change the squad because I want to lay the foundation where I'm beginning to phase out the old players, bringing in the new players or the younger players. So that begins to destabilize the team. But effect of the matter is, this disturbance, how long is it going to last? Because the longer it lasts, there is pressure from your supporters.
Yeah.
Then you'll go. But the quicker you fix it, better for you, because you've got confidence in terms of your players. Also of your supporters. But again, when it comes to the money factor, again, it depends on the time. You'll find that possibly the team is not winning. Let's look at Tottenham. If they're not winning any cup, anything, there's no revenue that is coming in. Therefore, the management, they can't give you money. We don't have it. But the minute you start winning something, therefore, we are going to give you a certain portion of the budget in terms of what we've won to get you the players. Therefore, that's how it works.
And they're not winning now and then. It's just that cup after so many years. But the other interesting thing about them, they built a beautiful facility, beautiful stadium. And a team that is also not doing enough in terms of winning the cups, bringing the money in, but they managed to win. They managed to build a nice facility.
But again, let me come to a bit of the change in terms of the tactics in terms of Liverpool. Because I was watching that game against Brentford. One of the biggest things in a game of soccer, when you change a bit of personnel, you do not have the high pressers. Therefore, that element of pressing begins to be out. Then how then do we play? We are having a defense in terms of the usual defense, your midfielders and then your strikers. One thing that Liverpool is going to do against Brentford doesn't have budget, they do not have players. Therefore, what are we going to do? But Brentford, those guys were very bold at the back. If you remember, they were building from the back. By so doing, building from the back, using their goalkeeper as well, they are throwing Liverpool to them. When they throw Liverpool to them, what then happens in terms of the tactics? Your defense, they are forced to play a high line. So which means they come up. What then happens? It's a space behind the defense. That's how Brentford was beating them. So they were winning the ball in the midfield, pushing the ball behind the defenders of Liverpool. On 2 occasions, they had 2 throws, and out of that 1 throw, in the first 5 minutes, they scored a goal. So your tactics has to change. That is why you find that if you are playing a low, let's go to the game against Manchester United, Liverpool against Manchester United. Klopp was complaining that Manchester United was playing a low block.
Okay.
Please don't complain. It's our tactic.
You need to master that.
Find a way around. So what happened was that Manchester was playing a low block. If you are playing a low block, number one, you remember Manchester was playing with a 3 at the back. But when they were defending, they were having five players, a line of 5 players at the back. On the left hand side, if you remember, Luke Shaw was more in terms of saying, you take care of Isak. Right? Down on the other side, you take care of Salah. Play low block. If you play low block, you do not have too much space between the defense and the goalkeeper. That is why Salah was not able to play. Because Salah is the kind of a person who thrives on the defense that plays a high block. Therefore, you're leaving a lot of space behind the defense. That's what Salah capitalized on. Therefore, Manchester said, let's play a low block. The space Salah is going to have is a small space between the defense and the goalkeeper. It's going to be neutralized.
So then they again
both of them were neutralized. Salah was neutralized, Isak was neutralized, Liverpool did not come anywhere. It's a matter of tactics.
Why was he complaining? Because that's a tactical masterclass from the side of Manchester's coach.
Another issue with Liverpool is that right now they've got so many stars. Previously they've been known as a team that is like a limited number of superstars in their team. Right. You can go back to the time of Coutinho, Sturridge, and Suarez.
I agree with that.
The rest of them were basic players. And even the time of Klopp as well. we need to give him like
Credit.
his credit as well, because one thing that he's good at, it wasn't only about tactics, but it's managing players.
Yeah, he's very
There
good.
was an interview previously where he was actually mentioning that the way he was having conversation with Mane and Salah is different from
Okay.
having conversation with other players.
I actually watched that interview yesterday. Yeah,
So I think one of the things that Slot is struggling with is
Management.
Managing players.
Yeah.
And right now, Salah is not happy. And everyone knows that he's not happy because right now he's not getting the treatment that he's been receiving since he came to Liverpool. You can make an example of this player that came from Liverpool, from Germany.
Yeah.
He hasn't been doing well.
Yeah.
But what he's doing about it?
Yeah.
Because he hasn't actually made any visible action towards rectifying that issue.
Yeah.
So that tells you a lot about him not being able to manage the players. And also I think he's also juggling around trying to find the better tactics to use with new players coming in. And I would say that Isak as well, I don't think he has proven himself consistently in the EPL.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I know that there's that thing that he's a top striker and so forth. Where did you get that? So one thing.
All right. Let me say, if Isak was to go to Arsenal, if Isak was to come to Arsenal,
he was going to be managed right.
because
there's a top coach there.
Good. Let's look at how we play soccer. Because to me, Isak's style of playing, because Isak is not a kind of a player that sits in the box.
Yeah.
Simply because he's mobile.
Yeah, he
he's got
connects.
skills.
He's mobile now.
Therefore, to me, Isak was going to be more suitable with Arsenal.
Okay.
Because we love those players that drift along, collect the ball on the other side.
Yeah.
We fit with the ball, and then you take people on. That is why Arsenal at one time was playing with a false nine. We're playing. We took a midfielder from Chelsea, Kai Havertz. We play him as a false nine, because we rely more on ball playing, knocking the ball around, and getting into those places. More so because we are the people. We are not pressers in terms of tackling, but we are pressers in terms of coming to you with the ball.
Yeah.
Because we can make you uncomfortable. We can knock it around and make you uncomfortable and push you to the back. That is why I'm saying, to me, Isak was going to be more suitable to Arsenal than in Liverpool. But it's a matter of clock, because, as always, as a coach, come up with a philosophy, stick with it, implement it, then fail if it's okay, getting right, rather than not being sure what to implement.
Oh yeah, that's good. Do you guys see Slot staying for another season?
I don't see him. To be quite honest, I'll be honest with you. He just lost 4 matches in a row.
From being a champion.
From being a champion
Hey.
to that shows a lot about you
quality.
being lucky at the time, because the other teams were not doing well. And you cannot say that there was Arsenal. Arsenal is always known for being the second
In and
best.
out. In and out.
I can
In and
tell you a
out.
statement that was said by their coach, the coach that you claim to be a quality coach.
We're not claiming, bro. This guy has been consistently on, finishing second. It's not easy on a Premier League. You can't be a low-profile coach and finish second on the biggest league in the world. It can't be.
Yes.
It's not a claim. It's there. It's
But
visible.
your statement is overloaded. There's no proven record of him winning trophies.
Good.
Yeah.
It's not a statement. It's a statistics.
Yeah. It's there. It's on paper.
What's the stats?
For the past 4 seasons, we've been consistently at number 2.
Yeah.
That's what I have a problem with, is that you spend so much time being number 2. So that means that you are just a basic team. So
I know. No, I can't agree on that.
And number 1 keep on being changed, and you're always number 2. That means that you're just like a team that is there to observe other wins.
All right, good. Let me come to you. If I've got Mikel Arteta as being number 2 consistently in 2-3 seasons in a row, why should I fire him and get someone else?
Yeah.
Because to me, I'll get someone else that will start bringing in his own philosophy and become number 5.
So take down the team,
Take down the team. Therefore, better for me to keep the one who's number 2.
Yeah.
And begin to say, I understand, because last season, remember, he experienced a lot of injuries. With Saka being injured at one time, Odegaard was injured, and all of those things.
All the crucial
to me, I'll begin to put all those factors into the fore and begin to say, I can give him another chance.
Okay.
That is why I'm saying this year, the reinforcement and all the players that are there, to me, this is the season. Let's come to Slot, because I don't want us to run away from Slot. From my side, I always say, give a person the year. Give a coach a year. Give a coach a year to stabilize things.
Yeah.
Yes, there are times where you find that the coach is really taking the team really down, and then that's when you begin to say, okay, fair enough. He's not a good coach for the team. But we're talking about the person who has won the league. As much as on Klopp's what you call philosophy in style of playing, but to me it shows he's still a good coach. Therefore, give him chance. Factoring that, you've got new players to bring in. If you've got new players brought in, they're going to destabilize the team a bit here and there. But how quick can he recover in terms of managing the things? That is why I'm saying, give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
Hey, a chance with that amount of budget. I'm not sure. I feel like owners of these big clubs, they spend so much money, but they also looking at the results.
Fair enough.
Because we can't shy away from the fact that these teams, they also attract sponsors. So those sponsors, they also contribute in this money that they buy these big players. So I think there's also pressure when it comes to the whole management and the team management, because we are spending so much. We have a coach that we believe can take us to the next level. But now we have given him everything. So in that interview Tira was mentioning, Klopp also mentioned something. He was like, I was shocked when I saw the figures, because I didn't know that Liverpool, we can spend so much money, and you look at that, it's also pressure on the guy. And I still say he's not a high profile coach. And imagine that pressure, it's a big amount on top of him, big players on top of him. A big club.
Yeah, you're quite right. He's not a high-profile coach, because everyone was asking himself, who's not? What coach was? What team was he coaching?
He was in Netherlands.
He's coming from Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah.
Now, fact of the matter is, as I'm saying to you guys, I do give him a bit of credit. He did not come and destabilize the team. He was able to win confidence for those supporters. But fact of the matter is, if I'm saying the players that Liverpool had acquired this year, to me, they were Ancelot's players that he wanted to the team. Now, you appoint Martin to come and coach Liverpool. Martin is also going to be looking at his own team players. Possibly these players are not my type. Are not players that are going to suit my style. So which means that you've destabilized the team threefold. The players that were there, the new players, now new philosophy on top of the one who had the old players, the new players. So now we are coming in. I still want my players. I don't want here and there and there. If I prefer, I'll remember you have spent money, budget, and all of those things. Therefore, you get into the mix of confusion. That is why I'm saying, for now, let's give him a chance. Let's see in terms of the player that he wanted to do it in, how he's going to manage and stabilize the team.
Okay, that's good. Give him a chance.
Another thing, I think with the players that he brought into the team, I don't think that their qualities are able to gel. To be quite honest, I'll just make an example.
Qualities of the players.
Qualities of the players that he has right now. I don't think they give you a glimpse of what he's trying to achieve. For instance, I'll just give you an example of Klopp. I love the coach. I hope he came to Madrid at some point. I still wish that he would come to Madrid. But if you look at Klopp, he had an idea of what he was trying to do. I'll just make an example. There was Salah on the right, who's known for his speed. There was Mane on the right, who's known for being a player who's speedy and is able to be very good in one-on-one. He's able to beat the defender. And then there was Firmino.
Yeah.
Firmino is a player who's able to draw back and come to the midfield and allow those spaces to be utilized by the wingers. And then these wingers as well, they've got the quality of drifting inside.
Yes.
And then they allow the fullbacks to occupy those unoccupied spaces and make runs.
Yes. Yes.
So you can tell that there was an idea and ideology behind him buying those players, because was it Klopp who bought money from Southampton?
Yes. Southampton,
Salah as well from Roma.
Yes.
So it's his players.
Yeah.
He knows, and also Van Dijk. Van Dijk is known for being a player who's able to make those long passes to wings and so forth.
Yeah.
So you can tell that the way he's buying players, he's got an idea of what he's trying to achieve. Okay, I will circle back to what Slot is doing right now. He bought Isak. You're mentioning Isak as a player who's able to come to the midfield, who's very mobile and connects the place, and also is able to go to the wings and drift inside. So he's very creative and then so forth. And then Vitz is a player whom I think is like a runner. From the midfield. He's able to
get into those positions
and so forth. And then there's Slabberslide as well.
Yes.
Is it not similar to this? That's why now they don't know where to use Dominic, because now you've got two midfielders who are more or less the same. Yes, as much as Slabberslide is good with making those long shoots from outside the box and so forth, but he also likes to run into the box as well. And then you've got this player from Argentina.
Is it Gomez?
They're number 10.
Number 10, okay.
In the midfield.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
McAllister. McAllister likes to make those short plays. And also he can switch the ball to the sides as well. And then that midfield from Netherlands as well.
I can see this kid. Krab?
Yes, with a very weird.
Can't even say that.
With him, I don't consider him as a defensive midfielder. I feel like he's a box-to-box midfielder who's forced to play a defensive midfielder because there's no defensive midfielder. That's why at the beginning of the season they were looking for a defensive midfielder. So can you tell me from all the profile of these players, and do you have a glimpse of what he's trying to do?
Let me come in and say what I saw.
Right.
I think number one, when it comes to the tactics of the games, going to Bradford, one thing that you'll understand is Liverpool is going to dominate the game. If Liverpool dominate the game, then the next thing that I'll ask myself is, do I really need a defensive midfielder in that game?
Okay.
So which means you profile each and every game. We are going to dominate, because fact of the matter is Liverpool is going to dominate. Liverpool is going to have chances. Liverpool is going to miss those chances at the present moment. Salah is going to miss the chances that he used to put into the net because they are going through a slump. But they will create those chances. That is why I'm saying Liverpool is creating chances. Unfortunately, because there's a game where they hit the upright twice. Now, if they manage to convert those chances, the complexion of the game was going to change. Therefore, let's come to how I saw them playing against Brentford. I like the way they want to add numbers to the front. Because they would have a Van Dijk, they've got Ukayote here. What I saw in that game, these guys, they played very nicely. They pushed apart. When they pushed apart, they are creating a space for Bradley to go forward. They will put Ukekes on the side to move forward. What I saw as well, because soccer is a game of numbers today. Where do you want to have numbers? And in terms of getting time for playing, knocking the ball around. So therefore, that being brave, we've got two central defenders wide apart. Therefore, your wingers they start occupying those central good forward positions. What I saw Gakpo as well, he then begins to drift into the outside, to the inside. That's a good strategy because you want to pressurize. And I saw Gomez. Gomez was also picking up the ball right here in the midfield, in the spaces between the two, which is a good thing because you have to dodge your players, your opponents from the midfield, because it was dropping in here, picking up the ball because this is the guy that is going to because we do not want to see Gomez. We are not going to see Gomez making tackles. It's us. We are going to dominate this game. We are going to dominate this game.
Yeah.
So this is why now you begin to see that these guys are really playing the ball. Because they are adding a numerical advantage in the midfield. That's how they wanted to play.
Yeah.
But for now, the biggest problem, they are not converting
the chances. Gentlemen, I want us to bring this to a close, and I love the juicy part of this. Because we know that you support the team that is sitting on top. You support the team that is slightly above from my team, which is Chelsea, and you support Tottenham. Now, let's get the season prediction. Who's winning the league?
I will start. It's not the team that is sitting on the first position. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, and why?
Okay, I will tell you the background.
Why?
Sorry about that. It's not the first time they've been on the first position. There've always been a team who sits on the first position up until they're left with like 5 days to 10 days. So right now, saying and guaranteeing yourself and saying Arsenal is going to win the league, we are more or less saying the same thing that you've been saying.
But you are not saying the team is going to win the league. You are analyzing the team that is currently sitting on top.
Yes.
The question is, who's winning the league?
Because I want to arrive to the team.
So it's fine. It's fine for him to motivate.
Okay, let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance.
So it's not okay. It's not a team that is sitting on.
Okay.
Because obviously they've been there before. They've been doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Same coach. Same group of players. There is nothing new.
Okay.
There is something new.
Okay.
And then I'm not going to be biased. I'm supporting Tottenham, yes, but we're not going to win the league.
Okay. Who's winning the league?
So the team that is going to win the league, it's going to be Manchester City. I will tell you why.
Okay.
Manchester City, they can win games like 5 games to 10 games in a row without losing. That makes a huge difference in the EPL, to be quite honest. If you are able to win 5 games in a row, it sets you apart from other teams as well. So if Manchester City can just keep on being second best up until we are left with like 5 games to 10 games, I can guarantee you they're going to win it. Because the other team is always going to lose it. And
at the end.
They call it to boggle. To boggle the league. They are known, you can go and do your research on Google. They are known for being a team of bottles in the league. Because it's nothing new to them. If City can keep on being third, second, and just...
Which they currently are not.
And it's still early.
Okay, we're 9 games.
That's what I'm saying. If they can just win 5 games in a row, and Arsenal,
they can overtake.
Lose.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
I like what Tira is saying. There is this element of if.
If, okay. It's been
if can be there and if cannot be there.
Yeah.
It's just that we didn't profile, we didn't talk about Manchester City as it now. If I go to last season in terms of Manchester City, one big element that I said it cost Manchester City was the unavailability of Rodri when he was injured. It played a big factor in terms of destabilizing the midfield. This year, is Rodri there?
He is there, but he's having some setbacks.
Yeah.
He's not performing to his best capabilities earlier.
Then, let us look at the Manchester United in terms of the personnel that are there at the present moment. I saw quite a bit of new
Man City,
new players coming in. But again, if Haaland cannot score a goal at Villa Park against Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Therefore, teams are beginning to find solution around Haaland. Right? That's one element.
This season.
Yeah. Then come to the second thing is Klopp. I'm sorry, Pep. Yeah. Pep has been struggling from last year. This year he did not start right. He's losing.
Yeah.
Then the question is, could it be Pep has reached a bit of his ceiling?
Running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Because it's a fact, because coaches, they begin to study other coaches, they begin to study other philosophy and how to neutralize them. Therefore, I do have it in my mind that I'm going to see Pep struggling a bit. If he gets the form, it will be late.
Yeah.
And Arsenal would have acquired points.
Yeah.
That is why I'm saying there are factors that makes Arsenal to be favorite this time.
Yeah.
So the both two teams that are our rivals when it comes to E-League, both of them are struggling at the present moment.
Yeah.
Capitalize.
Use the chance. Use the opportunity.
Therefore, coming back to Arsenal itself, I said Arsenal have acquired good players this time around. Your defense, we do have a lot of backup. Masquera is a backup.
Yeah.
You have Ben White is a good player that is there. Again, if we've got Louis Kelly that interchanges with Califori.
Yeah.
When it comes to defense, I'm good.
Yeah.
Coming to the midfield, as I said to you, one element that again cost us was when Odegaard was injured. Today we've got Eze. As much as he's coming up with a different dynamics to Odegaard has got a big engine. Odegaard is a kind of a player that can, he goes front, he presses, he comes back, he collects and all of those things. But with Eze in that position as well, to me, it's a good backup. Then you come to your sides, as I said to you, you've got Matweke who's going to be coming back. We do have on the other side your Martinelli, your Trossard. Those are the players that, to me, they can make the team win. Then we've got at the front. As much as my striker has not strike form in terms of scoring goals, but if you look at the distribution of scoring goals at Arsenal, it's not a new thing. It's spread around the players rather than one player. So to me, even if our striker does not score, but it's a matter of Arteta managing him in terms of saying, we are playing a crucial role in terms of team scoring without you scoring.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, because at times as a striker, you don't have to be in the box. Because there are people who are marking you. When the ball is played, how do you drift away to make space for the players that are coming in? So to me, when you look at how Arsenal is playing this time, and again this time we do have Goicoros as a point of reference as a number 9. Unlike before when we were playing with the scheduled strike. So that is why I'm saying there are those things that are changes to the Arsenal that I'm seeing. Today we've got a better team.
Yeah, it's crazy how we are discussing these teams, but we are not talking about the team that is currently on second position. I'm not gonna say we need to close this. Maybe we can talk about that on the next session. But I'm looking at us. We are going up Man City, Arsenal, and then the
Liverpool.
other teams, Liverpool. But there is a team that is currently sitting second, and they collecting points like nobody's business. Should we then say there is a possibility of a small team like that of which we saw at some point when Leicester City won the league, and they were not even, we didn't even think Leicester City can win the league, and Bournemouth, they've been consistent in terms of results in the previous seasons. We know what they're capable of. They can do this thing. But because we're running out of time, maybe
they don't strike me as a team that can really cause an upset.
Yeah,
Honestly speaking.
to be quite honest,
Yeah.
just
You know, at
now,
you know, at times we also have to look at the fixtures. Who are you playing at that particular time?
True. That's it.
So that's another factor.
Yeah.
Because again, when I was following Bournemouth at one time, you'll find that it's a team that is inconsistent. They will win at home, sometimes lose at home. So to me, I think it's
a different season.
I think that they're just lucky to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luck.
Lucky to be there.
Okay, say something about luck and hard work. Those two words sometimes we can look at those words and be like, is it really luck or is it hard work? Because they currently are sitting on the second spot of the biggest league in the world. So
Still ending the season.
Yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I think we have to close this one here. It's been nice. My head is about to pop now, sitting with these wise men and the information they have. We are blessed to have these wise men. We're gonna do this again. Keep on following us and check on the updates that you're gonna find on our social pages. We are everything football, but for us it is the heart behind the football. As you saw, we were debating at some point, but you could see the heart and the love for one another. Let's spread love through football.